In this video, we will learn how to count cells that contain specific text in it. What the idea of this video is that, as you can see in this data, we have some alphabets and we want to calculate the count of those cells that contain capital A in it. However, as you can see that some cells also contain small alphabet A in it as well. So if we use, let's say if we use the COUNTIF function over here, so we will select the range and specify the criteria as, we can say, capital A. So when I close the bracket and press enter, you can see that it is counting 6. However, we have only 4 capital A over here that I have selected. So this is happening because COUNTIF also counting these two cells that containing a small a as well, but we want the count of those cells that contain capital A only. So how to do that? So we have made a combination of two formulas. First is the sum product. So we will type sum product and then we will use, instead of any calculative parameter in this, we will use the function exact in it. So when we put exact, you can see that I have to select the text that are coming over here. So first I will specify the range, and the same as COUNTIF, I will put the capital A as the criteria, then I will close the bracket. However, if I press enter now, sum product will return me an error. This is because sum product is not something to find or count. It just provides me the sum of a particular range by multiplying it by something. So the exact formulas is specifying the range those contains A in it, so it will specify only true and false. However, in order to convert that true and false to 1 and 0, we will multiply 1 in it. So when we put multiplication 1, all the true and false that are coming by this formula exact, range and text will be converted into 1 and 0, and when it has nothing to be multiplied, so sum product will return me the total of all those cells that contain true. So when I close the bracket and press enter, you can see that now the count is 4. This is because sum product is putting true in all those cells that containing capital A, and when I multiply it by 1, those true and false get converted into 1 and 0, and sum product just giving me the sum of all those cells that are true, that is 1 over here. So all 4 cells will returning 1 and 1 to me, the count of which will becoming the 4 in it. Let's summarize this function to understand it better. What I have done over here is that I have used the function exact. So here, as you can see, if I will put the function exact over here and specify the first text from which the data is to be matched, that is this cell, and then specify what I want, that is the capital A. So when I close bracket and press enter, you can see that I have got true over here. So let's drag it up to the length of our data. So you can see now that we have 4 true over here and the rest are false. Now the second thing that we have done is that we had multiplied it by 1. So let's multiply this function by 1. So we will just multiply it by 1. So you can see that the multiplication has converted the true into 1. So if I drag this formula again, you can see that all the false are converted into 0 and the true are in 1. So when I will use the sum product for multiplying, so it is doing two functions. First is that it is providing me the sum of all those cells, and the resulting is multiplied by 1, so it is giving me 1 for true and 0 for false. Now we will use sum over here because we have done the product by our hand. So if I will use the sum of all this range and close the bracket and press enter, you can see that the result is 4. So this is what this function is doing in this cell. If you like this video, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Also, you can get the working file of this video in the link given in the description of this video. Also follow us on different social media to get recent updates and a lot of freebies for you. All the links are given in the description of the video for different social medias. Thank you.